Hello, welcome to Mark's Rides. I'm going to show you the next project that I'm going to be starting on. I'm going to take it step by step. Just take a look at this beauty. It's an 81 Chevy long bed. It's got the powerful 305 engine and of course lots and lots of rust. We've got quite the task ahead of us. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to probably find a couple more donor trucks and take 2 or 3 trucks to get one good one out of it. But our hope is to convert this truck to a short bed, lower it. Obviously, a lot of sheet metal work, a lot of replacement parts, body panels, and even the interior is it's sort of I guess you could say it needs a lot of help. Take a look at this luxurious interior. You can see it's been well cared for over its 166,000 mile life. Beautiful headliner, beautiful seat. They've already done some pretty major repair on the bed, as in they have brackets welded that weld it to the frame. Take a look back there at that patch panel. I have another one over there. Tailgate has just a minor bit of rust along the bottom edge. I'm pretty sure we can just scuff that and shoot that and you'll never see it. Yeah, right. And this side over here, it doesn't have the amount of rust as the other side, except for around this wheel arch. It is going to need a little bit of help here. And the bottom of the doors, well, just take a look. Yep, just what I thought. Let me pop the hood here and let you take a look. These 305s is probably one of the most durable engines Chevy ever built. However, probably one of the most weakest engines ever built. Look at that. The only good thing the truck has going for it, they didn't trash the air conditioner. Still has a factory jack in place. And when you look past that, that's about the size of the goodness of it. So. I invite you to follow us along as we go through the journey of trying to restore this beautiful piece of art here back into something that would be a good weekend cruiser and a daily driver. Here's a quick look of after stripping the interior out. As you can see, has some rust there in the rocker that we'll probably have to address. The floor actually ended up being pretty solid. It does have some surface rust where the padding was trapping the moisture, and you can already see I've treated this side with a rust inhibitor, which will help prevent the rust from going any further. And of course then we'll undercoat this with probably use truck bed liner and then put a sound deadening material under the carpet before putting the carpet in. But everything else in the truck is actually pretty solid. There's a look underneath where the seat was, where the padding didn't attract any moisture. It's all good. So hopefully we won't have any kind of structure issues. I looked underneath. The bottom of the cab is solid underneath. The cab supports are solid. The main issue on this truck is going to be the cab corners, a little bit of rust in the rockers, and of course the door shells. So we're starting to fabricate the panel to replace where the rusted area was under the windshield. We've actually got quite a bit done on the truck, and to be honest, I haven't videoed a lot of it because a lot of it we was doing were sort of mechanical stuff, and while I had help here to help me get it done, I tried to get on through it. One thing I found, the motor is actually in a real good shape. It's actually, this was a fire truck, and it's pretty low mileage. We run compression on it. Compression's good. It's actually an excellent 305, as good as 305s are. You know, some say, well, they don't have much power, but you know, they're durable, pretty stout little engine for the cubic inch they are. So what we done to this engine was we just sort of dressed it up a little bit with put a set of ceramic coated headers on it, some new exhaust that I'll show you from the back, put a new Eldebrock intake and carburetor on it, and some new valve covers, and of course an air cleaner. We haven't actually started the engine back up yet because we're still waiting on the distributor, and I'm actually going to put some new plug wires on it. I've already put new spark plugs in it, and got to get the accessories mounted back. We actually have the brackets sandblasted and painted for all of it except for the power steering pump, and we're going to pull it and get it blasted and painted, and trying to do this sort of step by step. I don't want to pull the engine or transmission out of the truck because, you know, it's just a lot of extra work that's really not needed for a truck that's going to be a cruiser and a weekend driver. And you know, if there's any kind of oil or grease, I can clean it off by actually raising it up and pressure washing it and doing it that way. We're going to have the A-arms off when we put drop spindles and springs on it, so at that time I'll check the ball joints and of course sandblast those and repaint those. The frame, we're going to use the Eastwood rust encapsulator on it, sort of like the Pour 15 product that you hear about. And back here at the back, we've removed the bed and getting it ready to do the frame cut on it for a short wheelbase. I am going to order the kit from Holly to do the frame shortening. I've looked at several online. I really like the setup they have. It comes with the template. Even tells you where to remark your cross seal hose for when you mount the bed back. So all in all, I think that's going to be the best bet for that. One thing I have bought for the shop here, and it's really proven to be probably one of the best tools I've ever bought as of yet, is I ordered it from Eastwood, and it actually, if you use it right, it actually works about as good as a big DA sander would use. And it's you know, it's just I call it a contour drum sander, and that's basically what it does. You can get different grits. I actually have a bristle brush, wire brush on there now, just to clean some scale off of the frame in some places before we cut to put the kit in it. But you can also get sanding drums, and I have several. I've ordered several of those with it. That particular one there is an 80 grit, but it's great for stripping paint on doors. You don't have to worry about the heat if you just let the machine do the work and not ride on the machine much and create too much heat. I said we put new exhaust on the truck. If you can see there, that's the mufflers that we already have hung under the truck with the hangers, and we also have from the collector, the header back to the muffler. And I haven't put anything else on the truck yet, and I'm not going to until we get the frame sectioned. And the kit I bought, it works on either a long or short bed, so it's just a matter of deleting one pipe if you use it for a short bed. So I'm just going to wait on all of that. I mainly just put those mufflers on just to have it a little bit quieter, moving it in and out of the shop as we go to work on it. So this coming video that we'll have, we'll be finishing up on the windshield repair. If you've seen the other video earlier to this, just a short clip of where I'd cut out the rust area in the front of the windshield pillow, that's this side, driver's side, we did first. We formed a new piece of steel, popped holes in it to simulate the original spot welds, and of course MIG welded that back in. We MIG welded it on the roll where we could dress it down on the roll, and this is just some fiberglass reinforcement type Bondo that I put over it just in case we have pinholes. And then I'm going to scuff this off and go over it with just a regular coat of Bondo, just a light coat, just to smooth up the metal a little bit to make it look a little better. The passenger side we've started on, we have one piece of steel in the bottom of it to the turn, and as you can see here, we had to pie cut this to make the turn. This piece up the side pillow, we're going to make it in all one piece, so it goes all the way down and to probably along in here, and then we'll make this turn section in a separate piece. I don't have a shrinker or a stretcher. I've looked at a couple, but I'm not sure I could justify owning one for, you know, just a couple projects or something like this a year. I try not to buy too much. It needs a lot of sheet metal repair, and if I do, I usually try to buy something that I can just buy the replacement panels for. In this case here, if you replace the whole panel in the truck, you actually have to replace this whole front pillow assembly all the way to the roof skin and down into the firewall. And or you could buy that section and cut it, but if you're going to have to cut it, we figured we might as well just cut our own metal and put in there and get the same effect as what we would have buying a $800 piece to put in there that we're going to have to cut in 1,000,000 pieces. So I mean, for me, it's going to be a fun project. I'm not in any really big rush. I would like to have the truck ready to paint in 90 days, and that's my goal. If I don't make that goal, that's fine too, but you know, it's just it's a challenge for me to see how far along we can get and how quick we can do it and still maintain some quality, the best quality that I can do. That's not by no means a professional job, but you know, I just do this for a hobby and really enjoy getting out here and working in my shop. I retired in December, and this is sort of my full-time gig now, to come out here and work on trucks like this. And you know, I'm running out of garage room. This will be my third truck. At some point, I guess I'll have to sell something off, but as of right now, I'm just enjoying the time and trying to take something out of pretty much nothing and make something out of it. But the bones of this truck is really good. You would hate to see took to the crushers or anything. Now it needs door skins, you know, probably lower section inner doors. It's going to need rockers. It's going to need a short piece of cab corner on each side. But the roof's good. It's not rusted through from the inside on the roof, which a lot of trucks are. So, you know, I think all in all, it's a decent truck for, you know, the money I have in it, and gonna have in it. Hopefully, I won't exceed the value of it. It'll be close, I'm sure, by the time I get it done, because I have a tendency to sometimes go overboard when I see something that needs to be replaced. I tend to replace it rather than try to repair it, and maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe it is, but we'll see. It's try to follow along with me, you know, if you can, like my video, and please share, and best of all, if you can subscribe, and you can also get alerts when each of the videos coming out. I probably won't do more than one video a week because the time it takes to actually video them. But if I do something in the meantime, I'll usually go back and recap what we've done during that time, just so you know where we're at on the truck. And I follow along a lot of other YouTubers and truck builds, and for me it's enjoyable to watch them, and I hope it'll be as enjoyable for you to watch me as we go through this restore. Thanks for watching.